Hey guys, welcome back and happy Monday, which means happy hot. I was going to say happy hot messy topics day. Lots to talk about today. Obviously, if you missed our live, then just go be a part of the replay crew. And we have a very interesting podcast episode coming out tomorrow. I'm trying to get Jason to call it strip clubs and stalkers because this was an interesting weekend, and you guys will see exactly what I'm talking about. Now, before we jump into all of that, Ramona Singer is now addressing her Real Housewives of New York firing rumors. She's sharing her favorite memories from her time on the show. She's hinting at a potential return. She has a new business venture, and she is shading some ex-housewives. Oh, Ramona Singer. I'm curious to see how many people will miss her from the show, or if they won't at all. If you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys. So apparently Access Hollywood's Housewives Nightcap, they caught up with Ramona Singer and they were asking about this potential exit from the show. Now, she did an interview with Carlos King saying, how could the show even be good? It's called Legacy. Like, it's all of the people who were taken out of the show to begin with. So that would be like, what are they going to call it? Loser Legacy? And I was thinking, as soon as she said that, oh, this just already seems like her nail in the coffin when it comes to any potential return to the Real Housewives, but we'll have to wait and see. And then Andy Cohen was asked about it on his Sirius XM radio show. And when he was asked or talking about it, he was like, it's so funny because a lot of people are messaging us saying, no, you can't bring Ramona Singer back. And then as soon as we start talking about having the conversation of her not returning, it's like, no, how could you get rid of Ramona? She is the show. She went on to say, I don't think anybody has been signed yet. I don't really know. I know that I just don't think that anyone has been actually confirmed. She said, I think Bravo does a great job with everything. And she said, but at this point for me, I want to do other things. Now, according to Ramona, her life doesn't revolve around the Real Housewives of New York. And she's grown bored of the concept. This part is interesting to me because does Ramona have it in her to walk away from such a hefty paycheck? Like, we know that Jax Taylor left Vanderpump Rules, got fired, but he was like, the show was boring to me. I felt like it was just contrived and pre-produced and there wasn't a space for me anymore on the show. And it's like, yeah, but then we heard about your tax claims and how do you walk away from collectively you and your wife about $1 million a year to film with your friends, argue with a few people, and go on vacations? It doesn't make the most sense to me, but maybe Ramona has a lot more money and time and ability to walk away from such a hefty paycheck. I don't know. Sometimes when I film, I get bored and I got to do some things to stir it up. And then I get in trouble for stirring it up, but it's good for ratings and fans get like a bad opinion of me. And I just want to do other things that are more genuine to me. Since I stopped filming, I'm a calmer person. I'm a better person. I'm more relaxed. And that's important. I was a little too hyper. I can't really picture a calm Ramona, but if this is true, I feel like, I'm interested. What is Ramona? God, Bethany, God. Like, what is Ramona when she's not like that? What does that look like? I'm curious. My life without the cameras is extremely full. Ramona continued, proceeding to shade ex-Real Housewives who aren't so happy that they are no longer featured. Thank you to Reality Blurb and all of our Housewives Bravo fan accounts for just making sure that they cover all the best-ish. Some women I know, whether it be on our show or other TV shows, Housewives, if they don't do the show, they feel very empty and lost. And my life is so full. I'm going nonstop and I'm living my best life. As for her favorite memory, Ramona said that she remembers a moment from her time on the show and it was turtle time. She said that was an Emmy moment and I'm known for that. It's funny because Jason and I, when we meet up with some of the housewives or when we've had conversations with them, it's really funny when they go and they talk about their time on the show and things that they are known for, and they just love it so much. They think it's hilarious. And I don't know. I'm not them. So I don't have people coming up to me being like, turtle time, or two teeth in a pod. But it is funny when they repeat it. I was listening to Stassi Schroeder's podcast the other day, and she was talking about how she can't repeat some of her lines from the show because she feels like she looks pathetic and it looks like she's like living in her Bravo days. And it's just an interesting take. It's an interesting take. I'm 66 years old. I feel like I'm 25 and I think I only look 40 and I have more energy than my daughter and she's 27, but you got to keep it moving. And I've done the show for so long. I need to take a break. Not to say I won't go back at some point. Ramona then spoke of her dating life, saying that she made a list of the 20 characteristics that she wants in a man. I've always been very focused. I wanted a house in the Hamptons and I got it where I wanted it. I wanted a New York City apartment where I wanted it and I got it. I manifest it. I've done these things, and I've done things in business. I've manifested everything in my life. I've never manifested what I wanted in a man, and that's what I'm doing now. And it seems to be working. Now, she does have a new business venture and it's a podcast. And I'm curious how this is going to play out, because if we're not going to see her on the show, she will still have loyal fans who want her around. And I'm sure that there will be people who are going to support her podcast. Not everybody, but they exist. While Bethany Frankel has gotten a lot of backlash over the launch of her RHWYs podcast from the likes of Andy Cohen, Luann de Lesseps, and the latter of whom have slammed the move as pathetic, Ramona only had good things to say. I think Bethany is brilliant. She's always had a pulse of what's going on right now. When she started the show, she was just kind of struggling, and she actually took the show and the platform and took it to a whole other level. So I support all of her endeavors. Women supporting women. Look at you, Ramona. As Andy and his team prepare for the 2023 premiere of RHONY Season 14, with an all-new cast, Ramona is admitting that while she understands they are aiming for a younger crew, two of whom she's met, the full revamp is upsetting. The one thing that upsets me is when I spent 16 years building something, to have it kind of knocked down and start completely fresh, that does make me upset because I put my heart and soul into it. So did Luann, so did Bethany. We really built something. And I think some of the fans are disappointed too, but change is good sometimes and time will tell. After her November departure from the show, Ramona said a number of her former castmates told her, "We're going to miss you. We grew up together. These women are my friends. I actually was supposed to have lunch with Dorinda Medley today, but she has a really bad cold. Luann may be at an event that I'm attending tomorrow. Jill Zarin lives in my building. We talk all the time. And Sonia Morgan, well, Sonia's always busy trotting all over. So I don't really get a chance to see Sonia, but Sonia's great. We keep in touch." And since she won't be filming now, Ramona said that she's determined to enjoy life, but I'm still curious about this podcast. I'm healthy, I have the money, I have the means, and I have the friends, and I get invited everywhere. I mean, I really do have 50 plus friends. I have this one girlfriend and husband. They invited me to go to Ibiza. I went up in their yacht for 10 days, and another girlfriend had me stay in her place in Aspen. I get invited to go all over, and I'm just living my best life, my best Ramona life. She's also starting a new podcast with her daughter, Avery, but as she confirmed, it's not a Housewives podcast. So nobody can be on the side saying, how original. It's about a different generational viewpoint where it's dating, marriage, divorce, entrepreneurship, business, finance, lifestyle, and cooking. I have a lot of things in the fire, but this is something very special because Avery and I do have a special bond. Viewers are going to get a taste of me, and they're going to learn things that they've always wanted to know. It's going to be really entertaining, fun, and knowledgeable. We'll be the judge of that, Ramona. All right, guys, I want to hear what your thoughts are. Will you be listening to Ramona and her daughter Avery's new podcast? And when she says maybe she'll come back at some point, do you think that that door is completely closed? Did she walk away from the show, or was she encouraged to take a step back? I have questions to which I need answers. So go ahead, comment below. But before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you.